told you that I want to run away. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nia. If you're new, welcome, nice to meet you. Make sure to subscribe and join the family. It is Tuesday today, brand new week, brand new vlog, and I am going to watch the final lesson of week 3 and then we're going to move straight on to week 4. So I just checked week 5 and there's only one video to watch, so that's fine. So I think in total I may have about 9 videos to watch this week and get through. So today's plan is to finish off week 3, start week 4, and finish my art club submission, and that's pretty much all I want to do for today. Tomorrow we're just going to continue on with the lessons, but if I can get the art club submission finished today or tomorrow, that would be amazing, and then I edit that video and upload it on Wednesday. So I think Wednesday is going to be the day that we have oh wait, Wednesday is tomorrow. What am I on? Okay, so it definitely needs to be finished by tomorrow then. That's the goal for art club anyway, but I definitely need to finish week 3 and do at least 1 lesson for week 4 that is all about art club, and that video will go up tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna watch the lesson now and then I'll explain what it is that I'm gonna be doing, and then we'll get to it. So I just watched the lesson and it was really like informative, should I say, and it kind of rounded up all of the previous lessons that I watched and went through each step again, reminding me of what to do and what not to do. So I feel like I could be very confident in doing this portrait style again and making it 100% better. I think the only thing that I need to work on is my proportions and not being afraid to use more paint than I need, because I'm being very like liberal. No, is that even the right word for that? I'm being very timid, isn't the right word that I'm looking for, but I'm not using a lot of paint. I'm not putting out a lot of paint on my palette. I'm saving quite a lot of it, so like you put out a tiny splodge and then hope that that's gonna spread over the canvas, and it's not. So I need to stop doing that and like put a little bit more paint out. Obviously oil paint is not cheap and I don't want to waste anything, but at the same time, when it comes to doing stuff like doing the 8 brush stroke thing, I do need to put more paint on the palette than how I did. So I'm learning the amounts of things that I need to do and the amount of things that I don't need to do. I'm learning, I'm getting there, and it's starting to stick. So that's good. And I also like how the lessons build up on each other. So if I had skipped the drawing, like the painting lesson, and went straight to the drawing, I would have missed out on something, because all of the lessons, especially for each week, they all add in and inform each other. So now I'm feeling confident to get back to my man painting, and I think I'm gonna fix the proportions. Seeing as it's dry, it'll be easier for me to do that, so I'm gonna fix the forehead, make that a bit bigger and the hairline a bit smaller. I'm gonna try my best to fix that eye. If I have to flip it upside down to do that, then I will. But I'm feeling more confident in completing it and making it look a lot better. And one thing that I was trying to work out is, do I want to color in around the face and like color in the background white? But actually I kind of like how there's like just random brush strokes everywhere and it's very like abstract, so I think I'm going to keep it in that style, but just try and work on the proportions. Then we're gonna just go over everything, make the colors pop more and refine it and make it look better. And it is time consuming. That is the word that I was looking for when it came to how I was trying to explain all the other paintings that I've been doing, how I'm spending a lot of time, and it's not like it's a waste of time, and it's not like I'm not doing anything to make it better. It's just it is time consuming, but that's what makes it great, and that's what makes you a better artist, and that's what elevates something that I have done in 2 hours to something that I've done in like 4 hours or something like that. It just really goes to show how much like I care about the piece and want to make it good. And the more I look at it, the more I really do like this painting. So I'm gonna see if I can make it even better now. So we're gonna spend that time doing that now. As I said in my last vlog, I don't know if I'm gonna film like the entire full process, but I'll definitely put you on time lapse and you'll see what I'm doing. And then I think I want to watch the next lesson straight after. Art club submission is gonna happen in the evening. Because I really enjoy doing that in the evening, like before I go to bed, just spend time listening to my music, doing my paintings and stuff. So we'll do that later, but for now it's all about them lessons. And then around, so I'll probably do this for an hour and a half maybe, and then I'm gonna have a nap because I need them naps in my days, you know. And then it will get to, but let's go and do this. We've just done Mr. Person. Looks a lot better. I only changed the forehead. I lifted it a little bit higher. And then filling in the eye, it actually made it look even. So I didn't really change anything at all, but it was kind of annoying because the first couple of painting sessions on it, it looked like it was wrong, but I think it was actually right. Maybe I could do another painting session on it another time, but I have to wait for it to dry because I don't want anything to get muddy, but I think it's done for now. Hi, yes, so it is Wednesday today and I finished my art club submission last night, and I also finished my man portrait, and I feel like I just have to let this one go now because I could spend forever and a day on it and I need to move on with the lessons. So today we are starting week 4, which I'm really happy about and really excited. So I definitely feel like we are on track and we're gonna get things done. So I'm going to quickly edit. I say quickly, I'm gonna begin editing my art club submission anyway. Just do a rough edit, and then we're gonna watch the first lesson, get that done, and then I'm going to finish editing the video, upload it, and then move on to the second lesson because it's just about breaking things up a little bit. And I know sometimes if I spend way too long on one thing, then I could start to get frustrated or just start to slow down, and I don't want to do that. So it's nice to do different activities and mix them in so that I don't feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again or like being repetitive or anything like that. So that's great. I'm just waiting for it to export now, so I might watch a lesson on my phone and maybe do the lesson while I'm waiting for it to do its thing. So let's see what we are doing today. So I just watched the first lesson for week 4, and it is basically setting up my composition for my charcoal drawing. And this is going to be a still life week, which I mean, I like looking at still life, and I definitely love that kind of traditional art when I'm going to the art galleries, but to be creating it myself is not necessarily something that I would think about, like, oh, I'm going to do still life now. But I'm hoping that I'm going to really enjoy doing still life, because I didn't actually realize how much that thought and information goes into a still life. I just thought you just put some objects together and you draw it or you paint it and that's that. But there's actually so much depth to it that I had never realized before. So still life, the way you put together the objects that you're going to draw or paint has so much to do with who you are as a person and your own emotions and stuff. So for example, if you went through a lot of trauma in your childhood, then you'd probably compose all of your objects and bits together really straight, and like everything is in perfect like order, because you want to be in control of everything that's going on. Or maybe it could be the opposite and everything's like all over the place and your eyes are like darting from place to place. So there's quite a lot to it that I was like, wow. And then there's also a right way and a wrong way to put your objects together. So you can have things going off to the edge. You need to really focus on where you want the viewer's eyes to go. So you can choose which, there's like 4 points like in the rule of thirds, and you can choose which point you want people to look at, where you want the focal point to be. And then when you've established the focal point, you have to, it's best to put like the biggest item there, then a medium item, then a smaller item, so that the eye like naturally follows the order of height. Just lots of little tips and tricks that go into it that is quite shocking actually, that I just never even thought about. So that's really cool, and it's actually, now that I'm speaking about it, it's actually getting me really excited to do this, and it makes me want to go back and research artists who have done still life. Like, I really want to go to the art gallery, it's so badly, to just be able to look at the paintings and be able to see what I'm doing in my lessons in real life, and see how it was done by the old masters and stuff. That's really cool actually, now that I think about it. When you're just doing lessons, you don't necessarily think, oh, there's a bigger picture to this. You just think, oh, I just want to get to the fun parts and stuff. But then when you actually think about it, that it's so like incredible that I'm getting to learn what the people who I look to and really appreciate their work, I'm getting to learn how they did it, and that's so cool. So I need to keep that in my mind, that that's what's happening, because that's awesome. So now I'm going to select some items that I might want to draw and rearrange them and stuff, and then we'll move on to the second lesson, which I think is painting. I literally thought that was going to be the drawing lesson, but it turns out that's just setting up the composition. The composition needs its own lesson in itself, which just shows how important it is to get that bit right. And then yeah, and then we can do the drawing, and that's going to be a 4-hour session. So I'm hoping that I can do this in 4 hours. I think I can, especially now that I've had a bit of practice doing charcoal drawing, especially like with the boxes and stuff. I feel like I can do that in 4 hours, because if I can do that in 6 hours, and that was quite difficult for me, I think we can do this. So I'm gonna find some objects now, arrange them, show you guys what I did, and then we'll watch the next lesson. Okay, so I just watched the painting lesson, and We're doing free paintings this week, but they're all going to be like kind of small, so that just makes it a lot better. The first painting, I'm only allowed to use 3 colors, so that's going to be interesting, just the primary colors, so to be able to see. And I think that's really good anyway, because it's going to really teach me how to be able to mix colors. And okay, let's do this. I have to pick my items now and put together my little composition, and then it will get painting. But painting should take about an hour to an hour and a half, which is cool. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see how this goes. So this is my little composition. I have this flower in this vase. I have my favorite book, one of my favorite books ever. I have this other flower here. Then I have, oh, my little baby. This is Charlie, everybody. I'm obsessed with her. So I got my little IKEA mouse over here, some flowers, and my favorite book. So this is like really beautiful, and I really like the colors. Let's just see if I'll be able to make these colors again. It's kind of looking a bit odd because this is like so high. I don't know what to do actually. I'm gonna have a little bit of a rejig and then we'll start painting. Okay. So, oh, yeah.
How am I supposed to get that?
I don't know. Spider. So I think this composition looks a lot better. I'm happy with it, and we have my little Charlie standing up. So I like the fact that I've got it to stand up, because then there's some sort of difference here with the height. It's coming down from there to there to there, so your eye is kind of naturally gravitating towards this flower, which means that I have to make this flower the most realistic out of all of the rest of the pieces. I just stuck some canvases behind there, so these bits are not going to be as detailed. This flower is going to be the most detailed, and then maybe Charlie's face, but everything else is going to be kind of not it's not as important as this, because this is going to be my main focal point. So now let's get out the paints, let's start mixing, and let's start painting.
That's my soul, if my baby ain't done gone again. Pleasure to see so many pleasant faces. Beautiful, beautiful.
finished piece. I think it is adorable. Look at little Charlie. And I'm obsessed. I'll show you what it looks like better in the daylight, but now I just watched the next lesson, and it's a drawing lesson, and because of the way that I set up my composition, I have to bring out my other easel because it would be difficult for me to try and balance it on the sofa. So this is the current situation. I have the light going on there. I kind of don't really like the jar or mug or whatever it is. Not mug, what is it called? Don't really like that tin off to the side, but my mentor said that it looks better like that because there is no like I can't remember what she said but it's better like that. So I just brought out my other easel. I put two boards together because this paper is too big to fit on it. I can't lift it any higher, so we're just gonna have to go with this, or unless I put like a book or something underneath this. But for now, this is the setup, so let's just do the drawing. So this is what we came up with. It looks alright. I had to redo it again, so this is the second time that I redid it, which is so great because considering the first time I ever did a charcoal drawing, I had to redo it about 3 or 4 times, so to only have to redo it once is incredible. This still doesn't look quite right, this book, so I might have to figure the proportions out for that again, maybe lift this line up a tiny bit, but overall I'm happy with how it looks. So now I'm going to subtract and then we are going to add, but first I need the loo. Literally as I was doing this, I started to near the toilet and then I realized, wait, this is alla prima, that's why we're doing everything all in one go. And yeah, I didn't take that into consideration. So that's really interesting actually, because I think I kind of like doing alla prima. I like to just get everything all done if I'm in the right mood for it, and that's definitely something that I've learned since this morning. Actually, I was saying to myself, I've actually really started to appreciate the fact that with the lessons, the tutors, they just do it, and like there's one video per lesson, so they literally can't split, well they could, but they don't split the lesson in half. Like you can tell that they're filming it all in one go, and that really inspired me and motivated me to be like, you know what, you just have to just do it. Once you watch the lesson, just get on with it and do it until you finished. So that's really pushed me, and definitely this is great for this week anyway at doing alla primas, because then it's really forcing me to sit there and sit through it, even if maybe if I'm struggling or if I'm finding things frustrating. Just keep on going and you'll get there. But so far I haven't been frustrated. I've been really enjoying everything that I've been doing, which is kind of crazy because I didn't think that I would, but I'm actually really enjoying it. And to be on the 3rd video lesson in one day is so great, and I literally want to do another painting lesson straight after this, but it's like almost midnight, so I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see. If I can finish this in good time, then maybe I'll watch the lesson. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm just really enjoying everything that's going on at the moment, which is great. I'm really happy about it. So yeah, let's go and finish this off. So this is the finished piece. I'm very, 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 very happy with it. I know I could work on it a lot more. And Ellie, the tutor, even said that in the lesson that you could spend up to like 10 to 12 hours just perfecting this and making all the details perfect and everything like that. But for now, we're just trying to, get the basics down. So I feel like I'm getting better at it as time goes on. Each time I do a new one, I'm getting a lot better and I'm getting a lot faster and I'm enjoying it a lot more. So I'm really, really happy with this and I think I'm ready to move on. Good morning. It is first day and I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling amazing this morning. I had a really good morning. I was about to say good night, but it wasn't necessarily a good night. I didn't really sleep until about 3 in the morning, even though I went to bed like just after midnight and I was awake, wide awake. And then I just came across so many good artists and like painters and stuff. And then this morning I was looking at Sophie T and oh my gosh, like her paintings are really beautiful, but it's not the paintings that I'm interested in. It's her whole business and her whole studio, and she's kind of doing something similar to what I want to do in the future, except I want to merge more fashion and music into it. And she does like live performances and she has catwalks and stuff of paintings and art exhibitions and stuff, and she does it all for free for people because she wants to make her art accessible to people. And I just feel like her vision and what I want to do with art when I become a professional is slightly similar. So I've just been really inspired to see somebody who's done it themselves. She did it pretty much just solely through Instagram and Facebook, and now she's got this massive company, and she still obviously has so much growth left, more to do, and that she wants to do as well, which is so cool. And I just binge watched her whole YouTube because she's got like 10-minute episodes that she uploads every week. So that was just really inspiring to watch, and it just got me fired up and like, yes, I can do this, we can make this happen. And I'm really looking forward to today to do all these lessons. I'm gonna try and knock out as many as I can today. I'm giving myself the task of completing 2. Yesterday I wanted to complete 3, which I did, so I'm just giving myself 2 today. If I do 3, incredible. I don't really have any personal projects that I want to work on at the moment, but if we finish all the lessons in time and I still have like a day or so to do anything, then I'm just probably going to work on my website because that has been kind of lacking. I haven't done anything on my website, so I might just work on that, list some products, do some emails and for like interviewing with people and stuff. But yeah, and I really want to go for a walk because the sun is out and I'm just feeling in the mood to be in nature and just immerse myself in God's creation. So anyway, I'm gonna watch the next lesson now, which is a painting one. So a great way to start off the day, and because it's an alla prima and it's a small painting, I can get it done like in a good time, and then I'll probably go for a walk after that. Then we'll do the drawing lesson and we'll just see how the day goes. Oh yeah, I remember why I didn't go to sleep now. It's because I was uploading the files from my camera to my iPad so I can start editing. I think I might try and get the first half of this vlog out on Friday, so tomorrow. I just want to test it again to see if people prefer me splitting it in 2 or doing a full 1-hour vlog. The 1-hour vlogs are easier for me because I don't necessarily have to force myself to try and edit like as many videos as possible, but at the same time it does take longer. So like longer in one period of time. Like it took me a whole day on Monday to edit the vlog. That's why I didn't film anything on Monday. So I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm just going with the flow at the moment, but I'm feeling super inspired, super ready, and I just have so many ideas and stuff that I want to work on, or that needs, yeah, it needs work. So I might just write down all of my ideas so they're not floating around and it's not in my head, so I can just focus. But I think I'm just gonna watch this lesson now and just paint and just enjoy the moment and just enjoy all of my thoughts and stuff. Go on this walk, write my ideas down and just go. But I'm feeling so good, like I'm feeling amazing, and so far I've been enjoying everything, which is just giving me so much happiness. Like I'm really happy. Okay, so just finished watching a lesson, and then I looked and I realized there's only 2 more lessons to go after this one. So I feel like I could do it all today, but it's kind of crazy because like it's only Thursday and I still have 3 days left until like the end of break week. So like I'm super happy because if I can get everything done today, then I can kind of take a little break, I suppose, or I would have caught up definitely for one. But then I can also just spend like the next couple of days working on my own projects. So I'm really happy about that. Maybe this vlog will be like, maybe I won't have to split it into 2 because I don't know how long it's gonna be. We'll see. Anyway, so there's one still life drawing I have to do and one of a alla prima painting, which I'm looking forward to. But I didn't realize one thing that I noticed one thing I didn't think about was how things are coming off to the edge. Like I thought that would be okay, but it probably isn't. I don't know if it makes people feel uncomfortable. And then I didn't blur out the edges for these things as they fade to the back. So everything that comes to the front can have sharp edges, and then everything that fades into the back can have blurred edges. This flower is kind of blurred here, but I didn't do that for those. So, and then I also, for the background, I just did like a light blue wash, but I don't really like it too much because it still looks grey, and I just primed the other one with like grey acrylic paint. So I need to remember to do that, like to sort that out, like to blur the edges when I'm finishing. And also I want to be more expressive and interesting when it comes to doing the background, and I won't do it in like a transparent paint. I'll probably use opaques, but use cool opaques so it still fades to the back. So I'm really excited to express myself with this. So now I just need to set up my little composition, find some new objects to paint, and we'll get going.